ceremony. We are just as excited as you about who will receive an award this year. That is why I now give the floor to the chairperson of the jury and director of the Museum of London, Sharon Ament.
Well, thank you, everybody. This is unusual for me because you can't see me. My camera was working earlier on today, and now look at it. So I am in deepest rural France, so really am part of the Ecsite network today. And forgive me if my sound goes a bit slow because of my internet connection. But it is really great to be here. This is, would you believe it or not, this is the 6th edition of the Mariano Gago Ecsite Awards. So 2020, what a year it's been for us. We judged the awards remotely, and here we are in a remote and distant awards ceremony. I tell you what, though, I really can't wait to be in the room with all of you. The Mariano Gago Ecsite Awards really does represent the best of what we do as a community, the best of public engagement with science, the best and most exciting ways in which we can make a difference to the lives of people across Europe and, as you will see from the winners, beyond. This is certainly one of the highlights of my year, and I know it's the highlight of the judges' year as well. We have, as in previous years, 2 awards, Sustainable Success and the Ecsite Beacon of the Year. But I'll tell you who those are later on. Meanwhile, I'd like to introduce Mario Pimenta, who is the who will represent LIP. And as you know, LIP has kindly supported the awards over a number of years. And because of this, this is one of the benefits of this format. We can have a real life representative in the room with us today. So I would like to welcome Mario and ask you to tell us all about LIP and the quite incredible connection you have with Jose Mariano Gago.
Your microphone is not on.
Mario, you'll need to turn your microphone on.
Yeah, you are hearing me? You should be hearing me, no?
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Yeah. So can you have my first slide on LIP? Yes, okay, thank you. So what is about LIP? So LIP is, for people that don't know, LIP is the reference institution for experimental particle physics. It was founded by Mariano Gago in '86, the moment that Portugal joined CERN, and is the reference for CERN, but nowadays is the reference for many other international scientific infrastructures in particle and also particle physics. Mainly 4 lines of work, of course, experimental particle and also particle physics, but also we are well engaged in developing new instruments and methods with also applications in health and in space. We have a strong connection with scientific computing, and not least, since the beginning, you have important activity on educations with schools and teachers and general public in outreach. So next slide, please. So Mariano Gago, as you have just, most of you know well, had an extraordinary role in the development of science in Portugal. But he has also played a key role in Europe. Mariano Gago has always promoted a close connection of scientists and science centers with students, with teachers, with general public. So I think this award is very important and very nice to keep alive his vision. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mario. I know that there's just so much you could say about LIP, and we only gave poor Mario 2 minutes to briefly introduce LIP. So thank you so much for that. And it gives a real flavour and a personality to an organisation that has been supporting our awards for some time. Now let's go on to see the jury. These are the people who received all of the submissions. They're not everyone's here today. We had 2 new additions to our jury. The 2019 Beacon of the Year, Barbara Stryker, who we all know, and she gave great insight. And Ken Arnold, who we know from Copenhagen and from the Welcome Collection. So our jury spans the world. David Harvey is based in the USA. They brought great insight, really good humour. They were tenacious, they demanded excellence. We debated and considered all of the proposals, of which there were many. And their diligence and contributions have really helped us to arrive at the winners that you were about to hear about now. So why don't we talk about the winning organisations and individuals? So as you know, we have 2 categories. Sustainable success is really based around a project or an organisation that can prove over the long term that it has impacted the lives of many. This really sharpened our minds this year, and there were a number of really brilliant projects. As usual, our jury want to award everybody a prize. And this year we have decided to share the awards of this category. So we are there are 2 winners of the sustainable success category. And this is really because these 2 organisations and projects have something in common, which you will see later on shortly. They are networks. They operate across countries. They operate in multiple languages. They're driven by commitment to working with young people. Their business models are based in communities and partnerships. There are many participants, and both of these projects have sustained and grown and developed in really quite unexpected and creative ways. So let me go to the first winner of the Sustainable Success category, and I would like to award the Sustainable Success Award for the 2020 awards to Copernicus Science Centre for the Young Explorers Club. Bravo, Copernicus. You took and developed a network and a program, and you really expanded it so effectively. You nurtured it along and brought in new partners and created a strong model for success. This has become self-sustaining, a self-sustaining project for young people, a network of science clubs. And we loved the way that you created this model at a community level. You've got 12 autonomous partners, and you are providing resources in Russian, English, Georgian, Ukrainian. And for the jury, this is an exceptional example of how you can scale up public engagement with science. So let's see a short film, and you will all love this music and do a little dance in the room, because I will be now. Thank you very much. Oh, I think we have had a little problem with the film there, but don't you agree that that music was really good to dance along to? Because that's what I was doing in my room. Thank goodness, actually, you can't. So I would like to invite Susanna and Robert to join us now to say a few words about their project.
Well, thank you, Sharon, and thank you very much for so warm introduction. We are very proud to be part of Young Explorers Club program. Young Explorers Club is a program for children and adults. As you told, it's a network where children can discover the beauty and complexity of nature through experimentation. They learn by asking questions and learn by doing. And as we know, there are most effective ways of learning. Our program is also a professional network. Teachers and other educators are exchanging practice to help develop each other and to help each other simply. And I'm very proud to be part of it, and very happy that Ecsite appreciated our idea. And I'm sure that thanks to Mariano Gago Award, we will be more visible in Europe. So thank you very much. Young Explorers Club is 18 years old, and I have been at Copernicus since 3. That's why I asked Robert, my CEO, to be here with me. He believes in our idea so strong that he is now spreading it in Africa. So, Robert, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Susanna, and thank you, Sharon, for this very warm introduction. And I can assure you that there's much more than just a lively music behind the program. 18 years ago, a brilliant teacher from a small town in southwestern part of Poland established the first ever Young Explorer Club to help his students grow by engaging them in scientific inquiry. Today, there are hundreds of clubs all over Poland and abroad, in Georgia, Ukraine, Armenia, Belarus, Lithuania, and as far as Ethiopia. Together, we create a learning community, active, inclusive, and socially relevant community of educators and learners, whereas the educators are the learners as well. A true global network, connecting people both in little villages and across countries and continents. I am also proud, as Susanna is, to be part of this community. Thank you very much, Ecsite, for this prestigious award. We are honored to receive it and will proudly share it with the whole community of Young Explorer Clubs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sustainable Copernicus, Robert and Susanna. Now let me go on to the second joint winner, and we chose, we put these organisations in alphabetical order, not in any priority order. So the second winner in the Sustainable Success category is Imaginary. This is an extraordinary project, also a network project based on with deep community roots. So Imaginary, based out of Berlin, took the subject of mathematics and using all sorts of great creative ways to open up the world of mathematics to people. They've created an open source model, extraordinary digital engagement activities, extraordinary exhibition activities, with over 350 of those happening in 60 countries in 30 different languages. Here's a short film that explains it a little bit more.
What do a tsunami, a glacier, and volcano ash have in common? Can you classify wallpapers? At Imaginary, we change the way people interact with modern mathematics. We are an interdisciplinary community showing the world that math can be both fundamental and fascinating. We develop highly interactive exhibits, bringing people closer to math and proving that everyone can use and enjoy it. Imaginary started in Oberhof, but soon spread all over the world. Our exhibits have been shown in more than 50 countries and in 27 languages in cooperation with worldwide partners. We inspire people to think and to reinvent mathematics in their own way, so that together we can solve the problems of tomorrow. That is why all our content is open source, digital, and analog. We provide a platform to share interactive mathematics and creative tools. Discover and explore math now. Play with our software, generate images, share your ideas, or start your own math exhibition.
Thank you very much. And we have Andreas to explain more about the project and how it all started and where it's going. Andreas.
Okay, can you hear me? Hi. Hello, everybody. I have to start with the thank you section, and then I will go into the project. So thank you for this honor, for this prize. We are super happy. And that's a lot of people who are involved in this project. So first of all, it's the Imaginary team. So the team of the last 13 years. Then it's all our Imaginary local chapters in more than 10 countries, from Uruguay to South Korea, from Spain to Turkey. And it's all our supporters and all the local organizers who did themselves these open source exhibitions without us. And if I have to mention one name, I will mention Gerd Martin Greuel, who is the former director of the Mathematisches Forschungsinstitut Oberwolfach, where we all started. So Imaginary started at the research institute. And he supported our open idea from the very beginning. And the Klaus Tschira Foundation, which is a big German foundation, also supported this idea. And they helped us to create an open source platform for our mathematical exhibitions. So the idea of Imaginary is to do everything completely openly. And how did it all start? I think it started with one word. And it's interesting that it's really just one word. And the word is yes. And it's the answer if somebody asks you, like somebody looks at your exhibition and he asks you, can I have this picture? Can I print this at home? Can I show this exhibition in my school? Can I translate this? Can I add my own idea? And the only thing you have to do is to say yes. Yes, you can. Yes, of course. Yes, here it is. I give it to you. It's open. Change it, take it, produce it, take it along. And I think this very simple word, yes, made Imaginary grow. And it made it grow in a way that people just joined and co-created along. And I remember the first exhibition, the very first exhibition in 2007, a school asked, can we bring this exhibition to our school? I said yes. And the Russian Art Museum in Kiev in Ukraine said, can we bring this to Ukraine? I said yes. They even invited me to come there. I didn't do anything. They just copied the exhibition. And I think today it's a yes to the open science communication field. I'm sure that you saw 2 days ago the UN bodies, UNESCO, WHO, a lot of bodies, they gave this joint appeal to open science. And I think today this award is a very important step to open science communication. And I'm very happy to do this step together with everybody and with Ecsite. Thank you.
Thank you, Andreas. And you have described your project. What captured the jury's imagination and made us say yes, indeed. Our problem is, of course, we want to say yes to every single project that submits. It really is remarkable to see what you've achieved. Now, on to the Beacon of the Year. Now, this award, this is only the second time we've made this award. And it's a really special one because people don't submit themselves or put themselves forward for the award. Others do. Others recognize or come together and choose somebody that they think has made a huge contribution to our field and the Ecsite network. And we've talked about projects that embody the values of Ecsite. And here's a person who does. It was, I'm getting quite emotional thinking about this person, and I wish I could be in the room to give them a great big hug. This person is quite simply a powerhouse and is recognized globally for their work. This person is someone who has been described by the people who put them forward as having a huge generosity in sharing knowledge and resources, as well as a brilliant desire and ability to collaborate. So the Beacon of the Year category this year is Maya Halevy. So Maya will be joining us in a minute. Here she is, we know her well, looking absolutely spectacular in front of some bicycles. As people who know me as a cyclist will know, that is something I favor a lot. Maya has done so much, not only in Jerusalem, not only for the communities that she serves, but for the wider science and public engagement with science community in Europe and beyond, in North America, and we know her well. She is an astounding woman, an expert, as I said, a powerhouse. Her generosity knows no bounds, and it was a huge pleasure to make this award to you, Maya. So let's see some images of Maya in action now. Thank you, Maya. And there will be some images there that you will recognize. If they aren't people in this room, they are extremely well known, not only Mariano Gago himself. So Maya, I would like to invite you to come and say some words.
Hello all. I'm so honored and so excited to get the Mariano Gago Award today. Let me start with some personal words about Mariano Gago. The first time I met Professor Gago was in Vienna in September 2003 in a symposium of the Austrian National Science Academy about a new kind of institution they want to establish, the research gallery. I was invited to present. I was amazed that Professor Gago arrived just to listen. Few months later, at the Ecsite conference in Munich, he challenged the Ecsite community about the need to redefine our role in society. And he shared the report of the high-level group that he was leading, Europe Needs More Scientists. This report really opened for all of us new opportunities, new calls for informal science education and science engagement. But it was the annual conference of UC in May 2013 that we hosted in our museum in Jerusalem that gave me the opportunity to have a quality time with Professor Gago. And what I mostly remember that I learned from him was that our main mission is empowering people to engage with science. As we heard today from Stephen, humans are the heart of our business. We think of Ecsite as a network of science centers and museums. I would like to claim that Ecsite is a network of people more than a network of organizations. It's a collaboratory. According to the definition of William Wolf, a collaboratory is a center without wall in which researchers or science communicators or science educators, in our case, can perform their work without regard of physical location. I would like to claim that our science centers are better defined as collaboratories, collaboration and laboratories, as this word is also used to describe creative process where a group of people, including scholars, artists, consultants, students, activists, and other professionals, work together to generate solutions to complex problems, our problems today. COVID-19 helped us to get clear vision that it's all about connections and collaboration. This was what we mostly miss. And this is what we as Science Center offer via digital interaction to our public when we have to close our doors. Those are lectures, demonstration, workshop, debates, interview, webinar, guided tour. It's all about sharing and creating opportunity for people to meet. And that's why I'm so thankful to all of you for giving me, on behalf of my museum, the Gago Ecsite Award for 2020. For sharing and collaboration that we are doing here with the people of our museum, with our communities on a local, national, and international level. And this is the award that my team prepared for me in our Maker Lab, as I couldn't get the real one yet. So thank you all.
Wow, Maya, don't leave the room. Come back, keep your camera on. And can I ask Susanna, Robert, Andreas, Raquel, and Mario, if you're all there to turn your cameras on, please, for these final remarks, because I think it's really important, although you can't see me, for you to be able to see everybody else, if they can turn their cameras on, that is. These final remarks just really are about saying, you know, all the words that you've heard today express what Ecsite is about. And as Maya said, it's about the people in the room. We are all making the difference. And that is an extraordinary thing. It happens because of us. It happens because of each other. It happens because of the conversations we have and the trust we have in each other. And that feeds through across the world to our communities. What an inspirational bunch. And Maya, that award is fantastic. I'm really jealous. I'm sorry, Andreas and everybody else. You've got to go and knock up an award yourself. This is it. This is a sweet way to give an award ceremony, isn't it? First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who submitted. Thank you to the award winners. Thank you to Lip. Thank you to Raquel in the Ecsite office who makes this happen. We are a generous and amazing network, and I hope many of you apply next year. Can we just have a quick show of hands, clap together, and say thank you very much. Here's to Ecsite, Mariano, Gago, Ecsite Awards 2021. Thank you.